to Game 1 in progress, just so that you're aware, as Dylan does not have any cards in his hand, because it looks like Tom may have exhausted them all.
And Tom said that he's 2-0 against Is It Phoenix so far in the tournament coming into this round.
Yep.
So my suspicion when I saw the deck list, having not seen this before, I thought the matchup here would probably be at least decent for 8-rack, and so far Tom's done well for himself here.
Liliana of the Veil is the top deck. Shrieking Affliction already on the battlefield to go along with the Delta, an Urborg, and a Mutavault. It looks like we're fixing something here. And we'll see how Tom wants to use the Liliana.
Yeah, Tom might just be happy racing here. You Edict, the Art like Phoenix, and Donegan can potentially string together a set of draws here just to get the Phoenix right back.
Looks like he's going to plus, make Donegan lose the Arclight Phoenix in hand. Pass the turn back. Shrieking Affliction will deal some damage. Donegan down to 6. Dylan wants to reach Shrieking Affliction. It's pretty easy. If you have one or less card in your hand on upkeep, gone. You take 3. Donegan going to flashback Faithless Looting. Head back over to Tom. Tom not going to do anything in. What's this? That's Dismember. Plus activates.
And I think the race is done for now.
Yeah, I think so. Dismember take care of that Arclight Phoenix. It looks like Dylan's going to play a Surgical Extraction because he wants to get an idea of what's in Tom's deck. So he's going to get some information on his way out the door because he is going to die. Can't win this game.
Yeah, might as well take a look.
Interesting way to attack Is It Phoenix with this deck, as Tom is up a game here over Dylan Donegan.
Well, they do need a critical mass of spells to be able to get the Phoenix in the graveyard and then keep getting it back. Thing in the Ice is no good here. Deck's got a lot of error in it. No way to remove enchantments or artifacts game 1, so the Rack and Shrieking Affliction are good to go.
It's true.
A lot of elements of the strategy here that, you know, kind of attack some vulnerabilities of Is It Phoenix.
Both these players start going to the sideboards here. Tom, if you're just joining us, has a pretty varied sideboard here this weekend with Asylum Visitor, Damnation, Dark Confidant, a bunch of other things. Not really relying on Leyline of the Void here this weekend is Tom Ross, like a lot of players are, because we've just found that it's just really not that good against Is It Phoenix. You know, there's a Knight of Souls Betrayal, another copy of Ensnaring Bridge, another copy of Fatal Push, 2 Nile Spell Bombs, a Surgical, just the one Leyline where most players have 3 or 4. Stuff like that. Collective Brutality could be okay. I mean, maybe Tom doesn't need to change all that much.
No, you know, I don't think the creatures are. It's tough sledding with those. The anti-graveyard stuff, maybe you want a little bit of it, but not really. From Donegan's side, 3 Blood Moon, 2 Abrade, 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Beacon Bolt, 2 Ravenous Trap, a Jace the Mind Sculptor, a Dispel, a Disdainful Stroke, and a Ceremonious Rejection. The only card in here I have any interest in is Jace the Mind Sculptor. I suppose you could bring in the Spell Pierce and just hope to trade it off with, you know, a Liliana of the Veil or something. Your removal spells aren't great in this matchup, but I'm apprehensive about having reactive cards with a short shelf life. You kind of just need to be able to make everything work. You can't afford that much timing sensitivity against 8-rack, and so I would probably not bring it in.
Well, Tom's on the play this game, which means Dylan chose to draw. Tom's been choosing to draw against everyone with 8-rack. That's what this deck does. The basic mountain is where Dylan Donegan starts. Here's Wrench Mind. Dylan Donegan playing a deck that doesn't have a lot of artifacts in it, that's for sure. Away goes Pyromancer Ascension. Uh-oh.
And this is part of the 8-rack experience. You keep every hand that isn't an F, so you end up keeping a lot of D-minuses.
Yeah. Ooh, so Tom is going to play Surgical Extraction on Arclight Phoenix before activating Liliana. Yeah, and this hand that Dylan Donegan has is kind of an F. You see it. Pyromancer's Ascension, 2 Manamorphose, Thing in the Ice, Serum Visions, and a Sleight of Hand. I mean, yeah, you know, you draw Blue Source. You're off to the races. Your deck is functioning again.
Kind of off to the races, you know. what do you want to play next turn?
That's a good question.
My guess is if you drew a land, you would probably go Manamorphose Pyromancer's Ascension and try to set that up.
Yeah, which would make some sense.
But, your hand's not long for this world.
Well, if there's one card that can get Dylan back into this game, it is Pyromancer's Ascension being active, no doubt. And he's drawn a Scalding Tarn. And here is Pyromancer's Ascension. Smallpox. Oof. Then discard a copy of Manamorphose. Lose a land.
Yeah, you really want to keep Donegan pinned on the mana here, because once he gets 2, he can start doing multiple things in turn, maybe get the Ascension online. If his turn is untap and cast 1 cantrip, then you get another shot of Liliana to continue to attack the hand, and you might draw another discard spell, at which point Donegan might end up losing the Manamorphose, and from there, the Pyromancer's Ascension is not worth a whole lot.
And these 4-mana spells, Dylan's got a copy of Jace the Mind Sculptor in hand. That ain't going to happen today, folks.
I mean, you can understand wanting to bring in Jace the Mind Sculptor. If it gets on the battlefield,
you probably win.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
But some of the games look like this where you just can't even get a second mana on the battlefield.
Dylan does have a copy of Spirebluff Canal in hand.
Drew it last turn and elected not to play it. He wanted some padding there for the Manamorphose.
Yeah.
Because the Manamorphose is his best chance of turning on the Pyromancer's Ascension, and that's really the only thing that's going to pull him back into this.
Double bolt. And now Pyromancer's Ascension is online, so I'd say Dylan Donegan's back in this game. He's got no cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean, and the race is not bad here for Tom. Because he's got the rack. He's got his Mutavault.
But all it takes, honestly, is kind of 1 cantrip.
Yeah, Donegan, I mean, if Donegan's draw step here is Manamorphose, he could run away with the game this turn.
Donegan draws a card. In the draw step, it was Surgical Extraction there by Tom Ross, taking out Serum Visions. Donegan's draw was a Misty Rainforest. So it's not every day that we see Surgical Extractions go out for Serum Visions, but today is that day.
Well, any cantrip that Donegan draws is very dangerous from Ross's perspective, and he wanted to take a sorcery because any instant, if Donegan happened to draw that card, could be cast in the draw step. So he wanted to take something where, should have Donegan happen to draw the card as well, you would get that for your trouble.
Tom will play Inquisition of Kozilek. Thing in the Ice is going to go to the graveyard. Mutavault's going to hit. Donegan is going to lose the game, so Tom Ross is going to